Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Like the Amazing, Spectacular, Terrific, the Great One, the People's Champion. Your host, the HUD, and welcome back to Baseball Hut. I hope you like this video. And hit that subscribe button. I'm going to give you another Juan Soto update. This happened on Monday. As you know, he's met with several teams now. He met with the Red Sox, he met with the Blue Jays last week. And on Saturday, he met with the New York Mets. On Monday, he met with the New York Yankees. And on Tuesday, he's going to meet with the Los Angeles Dodgers. A couple of takeaways. All the big teams are involved. And supposedly a mystery team, the Boris mystery team, is out there. I would think that the mystery team is probably the San Francisco Giants at this point. They're desperate for a big player with that franchise. They've been looking for a big player for quite a long time. They tried to sign Bryce Harper. That didn't work out. They tried to sign Aaron Judge, a.k.a. Horseface. And then, of course, they tried to sign Carlos Correa two winters ago. That didn't work out. And now we have this situation. But anyway, he's going to meet with the Dodgers. We'll see how that works out. There's been no early word about the reaction to whatever the offer was to the Yankees, but there's only really one offer that we've heard about, and that is the offer the New York Mets have given, supposedly, reportedly, according to the podcaster Carlos Baerga, who was a former Major League player, played with the Indians, played with the Mets, and he does he works for the Guardians now as a Spanish broadcaster, so he's really into what's going on in Major League Baseball. I didn't have the number. I had the numbers, the contract. I didn't have the years in the previous video, but according to Carlos Baerga, and was also sort of kind of confirmed by Yankee broadcaster Michael Kay, that it's for 15 years. Wow, that's $47 million a year the Mets are offering. I'm just doing off the top of my head what he said. $47 million over the course of that contract, and supposedly. That meeting went really well. Obvious reasons, it's a lot of money. But according to Michael Kay, he had said during his show on Monday that he asked around different sources of his through Major League Baseball, and according to him, that the Mets are not going to be outspent by any team. They will outspend every team. The word is that Steve Cohen will go up to $50 million more to whatever the best offer is. So say, for instance, the Mets offer $660. If, for instance, the Dodgers or the Yankees or the San Francisco Giants offer him $670 million, the Mets will offer him another, according to Michael Kay, another $50 million. Holy shit. I should get to know this guy. My goodness. You can get a lot of people coming out of the woodwork looking for him. But another $50 million. Incredible. And I've also watched a short of Mike Francesa, I guess from the other day. He mentioned that he could see the Mets giving him an extra $100 million. But that's not reported. I think that's more of his opinion than anything else. But $50 million. Can you imagine that? More. So he could get, like I said, he could get $700 million, say, from the Yankees. The Mets will give him $50 million more because Steve Cohen wants this player, and he's a signature player. He's one of these players that is, it's like what Mike Francesa called a Picasso. And he wants to put up in his wall, even more so than Francisco Lindor. I mean, he is a no doubt Hall of Famer if he stays healthy. Lindor might be a Hall of Famer himself, but Soto at this point in his career, his young career, is 26 years old. He will be looked at as a Hall of Famer right now, or even 4 or 5 years from now if he keeps this up. So he's a player that is highly regarded in Major League Baseball. And this is the kind of player you really build your team around. And I know that the Yankee fans have been very sort of poo-pooing him, knocking him over the last few weeks. Because I think they're very concerned that the Mets are going to sign him. That's why you're hearing all these stories, all these people talking about how he's out of shape, he's not a good defensive player, he can't run. And now they say that. They didn't say that all season. They certainly weren't saying that when he hit that big home run in Game 5 against the Guardians to get them to the World Series against the Dodgers. But he's a very accomplished player. He's got the highest on base percentage in Major League Baseball right now. He's been to 2 World Series. He's won one. He's won a batting title. He has a lot of hardware on him. He came in top 3 in the MVP voting. It was a multiple Silver Slugger Award winner. There is nothing negative to say about him. But like I said, the big update here is the Dodgers are going to talk to him on Tuesday. The Yankees talked to him on Monday. The Mets talked to him on Saturday. That the only offer they've heard has come from the Mets, which is $660 million. Oh my God, $660 million for 15 years. Also, a little note. I think I mentioned in the previous video. The Mets don't seem to be in on Corbin Burns. Seems that the Dodgers and the Orioles are in on Corbin Burns. I've not heard anything about Pete Alonso. The belief in the industry in terms of the big free agents, that the big free agents of Scott Boras are probably going to sign at the winter meetings. That Soto's going to sign there, and hopefully Pete signs there. Hopefully the Mets re-sign him. But yeah, and I've said this for a while, that the signing of Pete Alonso separate to Juan Soto. I think the Mets kind of let Pete know that they're not going to be rushed to talk to him about any kind of contract, because they probably told him, we're going to go after Soto, and you go out and see, and then you find a good contract. If we can match it, we want you back. I think the owner likes him a lot. We love him as fans. Love to have him back. But I think that's kind of how they're looking at it. If Pete finds a contract, likes the contract, says to the Mets, I have a contract, can you match it? Or can you do better? If the Mets say no, he'll sign that contract, and then the Mets will have to pivot and see who they're going to sign at that point. Maybe they sign Willie Adames, they play third, put Vientos at first, sign Christian Walker, put him in first. So there's a lot of sort of domino effects with that, more so than Soto. Soto's a separate issue, and I felt that way for a while. Also, Sean Manaea is going to decline his qualifying offer. I mentioned that in the previous video. Luis Severino is going to decline his offer. I see the Mets possibly resign Sean Manaea probably on a 4-year contract. I don't know how David Stearns looks at that. I don't think he want to sign a guy to a 4-year deal. That's a pitcher who's 32 years old. And I don't think he wants to sign Severino to more than a 2-year deal. So just that common sense and knowing the history of the particular executive. But I just want to give you this update. I'm going to give you constant updates as much as I can on this situation. If I'm at work, I will get you updates on my lunch break. I'll do whatever I can do to get you as much information on this channel. So that's why you need to subscribe, because you'll get the information, especially if you're not on X and you're not on these different platforms, other than maybe Googling a little bit if you're home. But if you have your phone with you, and I will constantly post videos. So also, before I forget, you got to hit that bell for notification. So you'll be the first to watch a video, and it'll pop up right on your phone. You'll get a little ding, and whatever it is on your phone, and you'll know when a HUT video goes up. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut, and I'll see you later.